Working from distance isn't easy, but you need to ensure that you actually show up to your video calls and that you are heard on those video calls. Hello and welcome to the 20 tips on how to best work from home, taking all of the learning that I've had and from my network over the last 12 months as we've all been working from home and all been working from distance, that we can learn and reflect on to come into 2021 with the tools and the mental preparation in ahead to succeed. Today's one is about actually showing up and making the most of Zoom meetings. As we're working from distance, our communications have gone through a lot of different transitions and a lot of changes. And it's really key that you actually spend the time to show up to meetings, and that when you're in those meetings that you are being heard and that you are being attentive and that you're paying attention and you're not jumping onto other tasks. The reason why that's important is because communication kind of goes down the drain as soon as people leave a physical space together. And we have to be proactive and work on our communication with each other. Whether that's through direct messaging, instant messaging, email, written forms of contact, that's very important. We'll talk about that on another video, or if it's on video calls. Now, you may be getting invited to a lot of different video calls that maybe aren't essential for you to turn up to, but it's a really good idea if you have the time to turn up to those, even if they are optional meetings, because you get FaceTime with the people in the business that matter. You can still lead whilst on a video call, and it also allows you to be able to gain information, gain the vibe, gain the level of morale within the team, and to be able to see those non-verbal communication cues that are going on. It's very important that at the end of a meeting that you ensure that you say goodbye, of course, but it's equally important that as soon as that meeting kickstarts, you recognize that you have arrived. You recognize the people that are on the call, welcome them, have a little bit of chit chat and go through the initial bit of pleasantries before you get straight into the meeting. Of course, the meeting needs to have an agenda, it needs to have key outcomes already prescribed before you attend, but just that little bit of friendliness at the beginning is your opportunity to socialize with your colleagues, but equally just gauge what the environment is like, what the atmosphere is like before the meeting kickstarts. At the end of the call, do make sure that you say goodbye to everyone. It's far too easy today just quickly to click the end call button and that's it. Nobody may even know you were ever even there. Another good option is to be able to do follow-ups and make notes as you're going through on what specific people said. Make sure that you know that you've heard them, that you're recognizing the points that they've made. And later on, if you are using written communications, you can refer back to what they said during that video call that was so impactful and really gave value to you. The nutshell here, what I'm trying to get across is that make sure that if you are on a Zoom call, or if you have an option to turn up to a Zoom call, that first of all you show up, that you are making yourself known, and that you are being attentive and listening to people. There's a number of ways that we can be better whilst we're on Zoom. Of course, having a professional background is great. Making sure that we're in a quiet environment if possible and using a microphone that is going to do a decent job so that our signal is good, that we're turning up on time, and that yes, wearing professional clothing is also something that's important as well. If you are turning up to a video call and you're in your pajamas, you're not going to be taken seriously, are you? I'm not saying anyone out there is actually doing that, but having a shirt on, looking the part and having a professional background sets the tone for the meeting, and it lets people know that you're here to do business and that you don't have distractions and that your attention is with them. You can use lots of different filters on Zoom, on Google Hangouts, and on other tools now, such as the blur background. If you don't have a clear background, you don't have that ability, hitting that blur button is a fantastic opportunity to ensure that the focus is on you and not the distractions that are around you. Okay, there's a couple of tips there. I'm really looking forward to going through these top 20. You can see them in the description of the post above. We're going to be going through those over the next week, and I hope that by the 18th of December, when people will start to shut off for the Christmas period, that we'll have gone through all of these and given you guys some reflective tools so that you can move into 2021 with the right mentality and a bit of learning and a bit of reminders that we all need so that we can come and smash it as soon as we get back in the new year. All right, have a fantastic week. Speak to you soon.